One America's Pearson Trupp has been on the ground in Syria for the past week, where he's been investigating the alleged chemical attack in DOUMA. He got a chance to visit an underground makeshift hospital where he interviewed patients and doctors about the alleged attack. Here's his exclusive reports.
So there's a building right up here, and allegedly this is where the rebels were hiding underground. They had a field hospital, a makeshift field hospital that they built here, which makes a lot of sense because if you look, there's a lot of sand that they piled up along the side to kind of, protect themselves from shelling or fire, whatever it is. And if you look at the rest of the buildings on the street, they're all about the same height, but they don't have any sand built around the edge. So I think if we look, this is probably going to be where we're going to find their underground field hospital. And it looks like this might be the entrance here. Let's come around the corner here. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we can find.
انت كنت هون؟
انا لا ما كنت، انا دوامي صباحي
بس وقت
اجيت ثاني يوم قالوا انه هيك كالعالم.
انت شفت حدا مصاب؟
لا انا ما شفت، ما كان في، بس عاد العالم بالليل جاي ودي تنفس قاعدين بنفق. والنفق ما في تنفس، ما في تهويه،
ماشي اوكي
وهيك يعني.
He hasn't be here in that day, but the following day when he came, he found no one injured by chemicals, but normal cases.
Has he heard of anyone being injured by chemicals? Does he know of anyone?
سمعت حدا انأذى؟
بس هي تقول هدول الاجهزه اللي كانوا يحطوا لنا اياهم بدي تنفس للرب وهيك بس يعني.
انت سمعت حدا انأذى؟
لا.
No, he heard nothing about no one injured.
So,
but some normal cases has a problem of sand or something. They help them by this.
What does he know about the video that was filmed?
شفتوا انت الفيديو هذا اللي عم يعرضوه بالتلفزيون؟
والله انا شفته يمكن مره بالعربيه الله اعلم. شفته مرتين شفته.
He has seen it once.
And?
شو رايك؟
والله كله فبرك وغلط وكله هدول هلكونا الارهابيين وجوعونا وموتونا. شلون بدي يعملوا هالشغلات هاي؟
But sure. But also he added something about extremists or terrorists made him hungry and made his family hungry.
So they
added that.
7 سنين موتونا جوعونا.
7 years hungry.
Oh, so the terrorists were not feeding them. So he's saying that the terrorists came to this room and staged the video. It's a fake video, is what he's saying? That's what he said?
Yes.
How does he know?
هون صوروه. شلون
انا هون انا شفت صوروا على الشاشة بالفيديو اللون هذا.
شو انت برايك ليش شلون تاكدت انه هذا الفيلم فبركه
انه ثاني يوم تجي الساعه 7 الصبح ما في حدا مثلا، او لو في شيء لا سمح الله كانت العالم فوق بعض مكومه.
Okay. He said when he came early morning in the following day after that attack, he found no one here. No one here. But if there's a chemical attack, you can see mountain of people here.
Right.
أنا الساعة 7 الصبح.
7 o'clock morning he came. He found nothing. No one. No one. They are not qualified also. They came from outside the hospital and they do this thing.
So random people came in shouting that there was a chemical attack and started spraying people with water, but there was no chemicals?
No chemicals.
Okay.
هن كانوا يزتوا مي بس.
هون صارت حالة فوضى حتى في مدنية.
سؤال محدد. هن اللي اجوا هن كانوا عم يزتوا مي؟
هلا هون مشان انا اكون صادق معك.
صاروا تخربطت.
وهون فوضى عارية.
Yeah, when they came and shouting, there was a big mass. People confused. When they are outside, they start to throw water. Others they also throw water.
الا بس الاطباء والكادر هون ما ارتكز لهالحالات انه هي اصابه، وهن فقط ان في منهم مرضى ربو تاثروا فقط او مرضى قريب عادي او
all the doctors they deal with normal cases.
Okay.
Because outside it was dusty or even inside.
Yeah.
Look now.
Yeah.
التهاب الطرق التنفسيه علويه. اي مرض التهاب الطرق التنفسيه علويه بتاثر بالحالات هي.
Something very important because when others they were talking with him, I asked him if in that day any case died?
Yeah.
He said no.
No.
هلا انا ما شفت هون، انا كنت عم داوم بالعمليه، بس اللي بعرفه انا انه اغلب الاصابات اجت نتيجه رضيه نتيجه المعارك، يعني بس مو اكثر.
All injured by like war injured.
No chemical attack.
No chemical. ما في إصابة كيماوية.
ما في شيء، يعني اصابات اختناقيه نتيجه الردم، في ردم كثير، في ضرب كثير.
Because this area was war, smoke,
Right.
sandy, so dust.
Okay.
This is normal case.
حالات معدوده، يعني حتى هي حالات معدوده.
Even this cases, few cases, not that much.
So no one died. He can confirm
ذاك
that.
اليوم سجلت حالة وفاة بالمستشفى.
لا هلا من ناحيه بالموضوع هذا ما سجل، اغلب شغلات اختناقيه.
No deaths that day. So, like I asked the other doctor, the big question is, can you tell me about that video?
هذا الفيديو شو رأيك فيه؟ شفته أنت؟
الفيديو شفته.
شو رأيك فيه؟
ما مفسر شيء، لانه في قسم منه اصابات رديه، يعني في بعض
يعني هو الفيديو بشكل عام شو رأيك فيه؟
ما مقنع يعني باي شيء طبيعي، يعني نحن الاسعاف للحالات اذا كان يعني رديه بيجي ضغط اكثر من هيك، فالمفروض اذا كان في شيء كيماوي او شيء تجي مئات الحالات، فاسفة موظفين عم يتفتلوا.
It's important because if chemical attacks supposed to receive hundreds cases. Even in that day, normal cases it was a few cases, war or normal cases.
Okay. Okay.
It's important.
That's very important.
شكرا.
What he didn't say anything about the video?
He explains that when I asked him about video.
Oh, and what did he say?
يعني شو بتعتقد الفيديو هذا صحيح؟
هلا هي طبعا احيانا بفوت شخص هو بوجه الاحداث، يعني بيجي شخص مثلا عامي او انسان مشبوه بيقول كيماوي، فالكل بصير بيغسل، يعني حتى اللي صار هذا اول شيء.
Like the doctor said, strangers they came said chemical attack, attacks. The people, all of them scared about that. Start to put water and something, big mass. Same.
Okay. So, this is the question, was the attack fake? Was it not real?
يعني الاعتداء شو اسمه مو حقيقي يعني.
نحن ما وصلنا اي شيء حقيقي ولا شيء مفسر ولا في علامات، يعني لا حلقات دبوسيه
No signs about chemical attack because when chemical attacks, the eyes, as he said, would be closed like this and hurt. And skin, nothing. So no sign about chemical attacks.
All right, so we're here inside the hospital that was controlled by the terrorists, Jaish al-Islam, on the day that the alleged chemical attack was supposed to have happened. We've talked to 2 doctors, a general surgeon, several of the nursing staff, a number of the patients who were in the hospital that day. Not one person saw any sign of a chemical attack. The story that they're giving us is that on that day, they were in there, it was a normal day, and suddenly a bunch of people rushed into the room shouting, chemical attack, and the doctors didn't know who they were, they didn't know where they were from, and the strangers came in and started spraying water, and so the other people who were in the room started spraying water as well. After that, they started filming it, and then they left. There's absolutely no sign of any chemical attack that anyone has found so far. The doctor down there said that on that day there were even less patients than normal for routine sicknesses. The air was apparently very dusty that day, so people were coming down to be treated for coughing and dry throat and things like that. But there were no signs of a chemical attack. They said that if there had been, hundreds of people would have been admitted, not 40 or 60 or whatever the numbers are that the white helmets and the Syrian organization for human rights, Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, were quoting. So we're going to keep looking around the square, but the place where it happened, where they filmed the video, the doctors working there said that there was no sign of any chemical attack. Another interesting fact that the doctors told us was that day there were no deaths recorded. Not one person died on that day. This is a pretty huge gap in information between what was reported by the mainstream media and what we're actually finding here on the ground. And to be honest, this wasn't that difficult to do. We had to get permission to get into Syria. That was the trickiest bit. But after that, we came to this area and just started asking people. This didn't require a huge investigation team. This didn't require hundreds of officials from all over the world to come in and check this out. It took one person asking people to find out that there was no attack, or there was no evidence of any attack. So I'm not sure why more people haven't come here and tried to investigate this. The people living here are more than willing to talk about what they saw that day, about what they say happened, about their experiences on that day. And I think it's very unusual that there hasn't been more effort to question the people who lived here and get them on record explaining what their experiences were that day. So right now, this is the square where they say the attack happened. It was around this area. This is the heart of it, along with the hospital bay that we were just in. We're going to walk around and look at this, but so far there's been no sign of any attack.
We can use your help. Call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call today.